At 88 years old, legendary actor and filmmaker Robert Redford has finally admitted the truth about his private life, confessing that there was one woman he considered the true love of his life, a revelation that has left fans both surprised and deeply moved. Throughout his decades in Hollywood, Redford became the epitome of American charm and rugged elegance, dazzling audiences in films like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Sting, and The Way We Were. Yet despite his success on screen, he was always fiercely private off-screen, rarely opening up about matters of the heart. For years, speculation swirled about his relationships, marriages, and rumored romances. But Redford kept his silence, allowing his work to speak louder than gossip. Now, in the twilight of his life, he has chosen to confess what fans had long suspected, that behind the Hollywood glamour and public image was a man who carried a quiet devotion to someone who defined love for him in a way no other relationship could. Redford revealed that his connection with this woman went far deeper than attraction. She was his anchor during the stormiest times of his career, the person who truly understood him when fame made genuine connections almost impossible. He admitted that he made mistakes, that the demands of Hollywood and the pressures of being in the spotlight often pulled him away from what mattered most. But even after years passed, he never stopped cherishing the bond they shared. His words carried both gratitude and regret. Gratitude for having known a love so pure, and regret for the moments lost to ambition, distance, and circumstance. Fans who had always admired Redford for his humility and grace now saw a man willing to open his heart and reveal the vulnerability he had kept hidden for so long. His confession was not about reigniting scandal, but about finally honoring the truth in his own life. At 88, Redford acknowledged that love is what endures beyond fame, fortune, and accolades. It is the legacy that matters most when the curtain falls. For many, this revelation added new depth to the characters he portrayed on screen, men torn between love and duty, romance and sacrifice, because now it was clear those performances carried echoes of his own reality. The confession touched fans worldwide, reminding them that even icons who seem untouchable experience love, loss, and longing just like anyone else. For Redford, admitting who she was and what she meant to him was less about shocking the world and more about setting his spirit free. It was a final act of honesty from a man who spent a lifetime balancing privacy with public life. As he reflected on his journey, Redford confessed that the real treasures of life are not found in trophies or titles, but in the connections that shape our hearts. And for him, she was that treasure, the love of his life, the one he carried with him through every triumph, every heartbreak, and every chapter of his extraordinary story.